That's great. I like that. All right. I think that covers events. Let's bring Britten over here and Michelle. Good to see you, Michelle.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
I had to go. I had to go tow her in, bring her in tow.
Yeah.
I get that. Well, you got a couple of restaurants here that we're going to watch 2 of your reviews and react to them. And for those of you who haven't been with us last week, we had them both, Michelle and Britten, both on as our special guests, and everything went so well that after the end, we kind of started talking and decided we'd just have you on every week if you had content that you wanted to cover, or even if you don't, you just want to be a voice of reason for the county. Because I think Britten does a good job with that, and you do too, Michelle. Obviously, he's a reflection of your greatness.
Well, hey, if you ask her where I was when before I met her, I was living in a house with using 2x4s and concrete blocks as for furniture. So I mean, what can I say?
Typical man. No, he was better than that. That's why he was the winner.
Well, I can feel that because I'm one of those single men still, and if you saw my house, it's not a mess, but it's cluttered.
She is, I'm 100% function. She's 100% form. So it's always interesting.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, let's start with Otter Creek Tavern. We'll pull this up here.
What a classic.
And we'll kind of start it, and then just interrupt me if you want me to pause it. Or if anybody does, just interrupt and I'll pause it.
Hey guys, Experienced Eater here. We are in Vine Grove, Kentucky. And one of our favorite shows that people don't know is Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And we're always looking for a dive. Well, I've known about this one since 2006 when I moved here. And she's known about it since about birth.
Yeah.
They've been here forever. So tonight we're going to come out here and we're going to take a look. We can get this to flip around. We're at the Otter Creek Tavern.
Woo! It is the dive of all dives.
It is the dive of all dives. So let's see what they have for us tonight. All right, guys. This is the famous Otter Creek Burger. Then we got a fish sandwich.
I think their fish sandwich is one of the best ones in the area.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's fabulous.
I don't think many people know that. Explain, Michelle, why is it so good, you think?
I don't know. It's like falls under that category of sometimes things are so bad they're great,
Bad for you.
Well, I mean, it's just like, my gosh, it's just the most beautiful big chunk of white fish. I love the crusty batter on the outside of it. And as you can see by the photo there, you can get it on different kinds of buns or bread. And I'm like, how can you not just get this on plain old white bread with a slab of cheese on there? And it is like good old fashioned, just deliciousness. It is amazing. Sometimes I eat two.
Yes, like the comfort food. It's just,
I think the thing that makes it really stand out is that you look at the sandwich, and it is a chunk of fish. It's about a 4-ounce portion.
Yeah.
And it's so much different than, your
it's
other.
It's like thick too. It's a big, thick piece. It's wonderful.
Your standard fast food fish. I think most of us, think of the Golden Arches when you say fish sandwich or some of the other places. And it's just the quality of the fish. The fact that the way they put it together, you have so many options. I think it just makes it overall probably the most unique fish sandwich in the area for sure.
Well, and I think something else too, they're cooked fresh per order.
Yes.
So I think when you deal with fast food, like fast food, lots of things are pre-cooked a little ahead or par cooked or whatever you want to call it. But I think these are cooked fresh each time when you order it. And that just makes all the difference in the world. So good.
All right, let's keep watching.
And the grilled ham and cheese. And these are just some of the classics they have here. Never mind. We got some pizza as well. And so it's about to go down.
All right. So their famous fish sandwich, guys. It's like a big chunk of cod, like a cornbread batter on white bread, of course. This place has been around since the 50s. It is definitely a dive, and it is one of our absolute favorites.
You'd be amazed at the amount of grief on our TikTok channel that Michelle got for the ketchup.
Yeah.
On the fish sandwich.
Yeah.
Which I had the fish sandwich. I'm a hot sauce and tartar sauce guy. But it was really interesting. There was quite an opinion on ketchup on the fish sandwich.
Yeah, because I'm not a big tartar sauce person. I've always put ketchup on a lot of my sandwiches. So that's the go-to for me. So
Glenn said fish is my go-to with rye bread, which I tend to agree with.
Nice.
Always hot.
Yeah. Nice. You can also get it on a bun there too. So lots of people like it on a bun as well.
And Mike Joyce said, which I'm not familiar with these guys. Old School Flavor Trailer LLC has an awesome fish sandwich too.
Yes,
We'll have to,
I have seen them before. Sure.
One of the things that they have that I really like, they have a chuck wagon, and I'm a sucker for a chuck wagon. For and that's a fried beef patty. But yeah, the Old School Flavor Wagon, they do a great job. I haven't had a chance I haven't been around them and I haven't seen them lately. Never mind, we just had a walk through. So
no, it's okay. We'll keep going.
Have to get the hunch.
I have to stop it, but it's always good when you bite into the sandwich and stuff comes off. I mean, that's a sign that they've done it well.
I agree. That thing was delicious.
So this Creek Burger's got pepper jack cheese, grilled onions, and grilled mushrooms. Absolutely awesome.
Good old bar pizza.
So this is bar style pizza. You see good undercarriage. It's loaded up with toppings. This is a sleeper here. A lot of people come here for the fish sandwich or for the burger, but the pizza is, I don't know why it's special, but it's special.
I want to say this about the pizza. It would not be fair to compare the pizza at Otter Creek to, like, say, the pizza at Donato's or Little Charlie's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not. It's
totally
like
different.
It's like Hunt Brothers gas station pizza. I don't know why, and I don't know why, but it's just if you guys have had it, speak up. But I mean, it's always good. I don't know why.
I think it's good. It reminds me of I used to work at a gas station in Cecilia. It was like one at my family down 3T Food Mart, and we had a similar pizza, and it was just, I guess it was just all the toppings. It always came out the same, and maybe that's why that one tastes so good. It reminds me of childhood, and it's kind of like nostalgia.
The atmosphere out there is great too. One of the bartenders, Chris, he's been out there for years. He used to be a cook, probably about 20 years ago at Otter Creek. He's now pretty much the manager, head bartender up there. If you've never heard him sing Frank Zappa, ask him to sing it. He will sing Catholic Girls in a second, and it's one of the best things I've ever seen at Otter Creek Tavern.
And one other thing too, the Myers family has Otter Creek, and it started out with Dean and his wife, and now I think Blake's running it. And and I have a big soft spot for a family-run restaurant.
Yeah. And
so and it was funny because when I posted that video, I think that was one of them that I got it posted on Facebook, and kind of started learning how to cross-pollinate a little bit. I mean, we're over 30,000 combined views for that video on all the platforms. And but what was really cool was when I posted it, the first person that saw it, because I tagged Otter Creek in it, was Blake, and he commented it and he shared it. And I mean, so he's out there, doing that. And Gwen says affordable, absolutely.
Yeah.
We can go as a whole family, which that night we had there was 7. I think
we
there
take
was
our whole work
six or 7 of us.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I'm going to let a little secret on the videos. Is we don't go and order all this. Generally speaking, when we go, everybody orders something different and we share. So that's kind of, I think I told that about when we went to the food hall last week. So
it gives us a good little assortment of all kinds of things. So it works. Really. Now you mentioned nostalgia out there. Now for me, I can tell you, I mean, I'm born and raised Hardin County, and I've been going to this place out there, of course, since before I could walk. My mom and dad have gone out there for years. And as a child, when we'd go out there, my dad, who I have learned was a creative storyteller, would tell us as kids going in there that there was a guy at the end of the bar. And if the kids did not behave, he'd come over and he'd pinch your ears off. And so we would go, and Peggy's laughing at me. And my whole life just thought, oh my gosh, like this guy, when you're a kid, you don't know. And so we'd go, and as family with little kids, we'd all stay to one side where the tables are. And we were not allowed to go down the bar, down to the pool tables and everything down on that end of the building. And it was just you had to go in and behave. And that's just my childhood memory of the guy at the end of the bar would pinch your ears off. And to this day, as an adult, I go in there and I look at the end of the bar and I think of my dad and the guy who's going to pinch my ears. And that's crazy. So nostalgia, I think, and what you said with the pizza and bringing childhood memories, when something's been there that long, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Who has fond memories of that place. And it was an ongoing joke in our family too, that's where if my brother or I either one of us ever got married, my dad always joked that we were going to have our wedding reception at Otter Creek Tavern. So,
Another comment here we had Glenn. She was just talking about how affordable it is there. You can take a whole family and it's not going to break the bank. Baby them. It looks like they've had taken party 13 kids, which it is. At all the restaurants, a lot of restaurants have raised their prices a lot or reduced their portions. I'm not saying in general. I'm just saying I've noticed that. And Otter Creek's always been one of those, like, you don't spend quite as much as some of the other places.
Unless there's a lot of beer.
Yeah. All right, let's go over here and watch this next one. This one's Song's Korean restaurant in Radcliff.
Before you start this one, this was the second Songs video that we've done on our TikTok page. I think it's our second most viewed video. It's over 60,000 views. And this is a local Radcliff restaurant. And they have a couple things that are going against them right now. They have fallen victim to the gate closure on Wilson Road, which was done by the Department of Defense because of budgetary reasons. I think it's open on some days, but it's not. That basically makes getting from HRC to Songs much more complicated. And then also with the current shutdown going on, hopefully that's almost over. But the shutdown has really impacted a lot of our Radcliff restaurants because people, there's not as many people that are on post working, and then they're also facing, the ones that are working haven't been paid. And so Songs was one of the restaurants that when we did that first review, it really took off. But it's a place that I had this conversation with somebody, top 5 restaurants all time, and that I would take somebody, and they're in the top 5.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they are
hands down
beyond consistent performers. They knock it out of the park every time we go there. And it's another family-owned business. It's a dad, his husband, wife, their kids have worked there, and they produce a great product. And a lot of people are gonna be like, "Well, I don't like Korean because it's a very specific ethnic food. But if you haven't tried it, there's something there for everybody."
All right. And before we get started on this one, just because I want to be sensitive to Nate, Job, Nate, if you need to leave, feel free. And John, if you're getting hungry, you can leave too.
I think I'm gonna bounce out and go get me a burger. I'm gonna get a fatty melt over at the street kitchen.
Pictures, please.
Oh yeah, they'll be sent out. Don't worry.
I gotta get going
y'all.
too. I gotta leave work.
All right.
Britten, I'll see you Saturday.
Yes, sir. I'll see you Saturday.
See you, Nate. All right, let's get going on this. And Scott, of course, if you need to, you can this way.
I'm cool, man.
All right.
Hey guys, Experienced Eater here, and we're in Radcliff, Kentucky today, and I'm going in. We're getting carry out at one of our favorite places, Songs Korean. Let's go see what they got for us today. All right, guys. So Songs is one of our favorite places. They are struggling because of everything going on with the gate closures and everything else, so it's always great to patronize them. Well, today we did carry out. So Mom has a spicy bulgogi with rice lunch special. You get a crab rangoon, a yakimando, some kimbap. There's a world-class egg rolls. Woo! I got a few more crab rangoons, and I got a spicy pork lunch special, and I just got mine with no rice. So I'm excited. All right, this is the crab rangoon. Normally they got a little bit of crab, cream cheese, onion, and a little bit of something sweet in there. Oh, it's so good.
Well, you say those are the best.
Oh, Phil, that's almost a solid piece of the imitation crab, and then it's got a little bit of the cream cheese in it. And that's the only place I've ever been that I have seen them that were that, because most of the time on your Chinese buffets and stuff, it's just some cream cheese and some onion and a little bit of powdered sugar, and they crank it out like a dessert. But that rangoon is absolutely the tippity top of the list right there for the best ones I've ever had.
That's saying something. I had one last week, not from there, but from whatever was closest to my house, and it was lacking. So I'm always looking for a good one,
Solid. Plenty of crab, sweet cheese, onion. Oh yeah. So what you holding there?
Well, these are little yakimando. It's kind of like little fried dumpling with pork and some veggies. Super good. I love those. I usually give Britt my rangoon and I take his dumpling. That's our deal. And then, my gosh, spicy bulgogi. It is insane. It's got that wonderful gochujang, which is like a spicy marinade. It's killer. This is the best I've ever had. It is off the charts.
And that's 3-star spice.
You got something to say, Michelle?
Yeah, my mouth is watering. That if I had to pick my last meal, that's it right there. That spicy bulgogi, and I get egg rolls, and I get extra egg rolls, and I take those egg rolls and I dip them in all the sauce in the bottom, and it is I literally am salivating. It is my absolute favorite. I think it is outstanding.
Dial it back a little bit.
I can't.
Oh, that's great. That's high praise, That's awesome. It looks good. I'm gonna have to try it now after you talking about it.
Cool. Well, you come up and we'll all go up and eat lunch together and film you eating this, because I tell you what, you're going to be amazed.
Let's do it. We'll get something scheduled.
Now, I like spicy things, but I don't like it just painful hot. I like it to be spicy, and I like it to have killer flavor. And this, for me, is just like my nothing beats this. So I commandeered Britt's juice. Look at this juice, Britt. Look at this incredible goodness. I dipped that egg roll in there, slop it in there, and good Lord.
Well, we know it's good when you get a little sweat,
Woo.
nose starts running.
My eyes are running. My nose is running.
Is it running because it's spicy?
The egg roll is very peppery, which I personally love, and then I dip it in that juice that was from his spicy pork bulgogi, so you get like double dose, and I love it. Love it.
One of the things that the egg rolls from Songs have done, there's several. We have all kinds of ethnic food up here in the north end of the county, in E-Town too. But one of the things that a friend of ours is one of the organizers of the Cultural Fest, and I think next year I'm going to make a big push to do a best egg roll in Hardin County competition to go along with the Cultural Fest, get some guy, maybe get some of our Hardin local fans to be our judges, and and see who's got the best one. Because one of the things that's interesting, especially with the Korean, there are 2 churches that have Korean food bazaars here in town also, and those little grandmas can cook.
Yeah.
And so it kicks in with the process. But those, you can only get to those once a year. There's one, and so I like being able to be on demand with Songs on the Hill, because I can go get it whenever the egg roll urge hits.
Let's finish this.
Damn, that's good.
And it's fair to say they do have options available for those that don't do any spice.
Sure. Ooh. God.
You should be able to tell how good mine was, because there was nothing left except for the juice. So to go with it. But the food scene here is so cool. If anybody wants to, you can follow us on Instagram. It's The Experienced Eater, or on TikTok. My personal Facebook page is where I post most of the stuff. I just haven't got the Experienced Eater page going like I want it to. It's the cross. I'm having problems with my cross linking to go with it. But we're always looking for suggestions on places to go. Lakers for a Lakers burger is on the list. We haven't got there yet. But we're always looking for some local. This past week I've done JR Neighbors. I did a taco spot over near Dolphin Hill on Dolphin Drive, over by Kroger, called La Paloma, which is an authentic taco place that's fantastic. Those are the 2 most recent local ones that are up. We were on last Tuesday. We were in Louisville. We did a review. We haven't got it. I haven't posted yet for a place. It's an international deli, or international market with a deli called Lots of Pasta. So we just when we go out, and we eat out a couple times a week. We just try to find somewhere we can film content to go with it, and so it's exciting, especially when we have such diversity and things to pick from here right at our back door. Not just having to go out of our way.
And your all's links are still on hardinlocal.com. They're just on the November 4th section, which is right under the November 11th section. So they're still there. And before I delete the ones from November 4th, I'll move yours up to this week's too, so that people can easily find your links. And that's your link tree, as well as Red Brick Cottage Facebook page too.